Okay. Y'all bring yourselves on in here. I I ain't gonna be too long today though, cause I'm gonna finish watching One Piece. I'm going live from the mobile phone today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay. I had went live earlier. I don't think it would have been a problem. And in case in case y'all are, in case some of y'all are wondering, in case some of y'all are wondering why I haven't put out music as of yet, is because life is life right now. So that's that's um that's the main reason why I've been trying to get money for readings. Um, yeah, I've been trying to get money for readings, and every everybody's scared to get a reading from Brother Devin. I don't know why, but yeah, today's lecture, whew, yeah, yeah. Today's lecture is the coming of the Black Flame Revolution, and I'm gonna be talking about that in a quick second. The 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 lecture's really short for real. Okay. Um, I would love for y'all to see me, but I'm charging my phone right now. So as long as y'all can hear the sound of my voice, that's all that matters. I'm gonna put the phone down so my arm doesn't hurt. But yeah, I'm charging my phone right now as I'm lecturing. So so if you if you can't see me but you only see the ceiling fan, it's because It's because I'm charging the phone. All right. Don't worry about seeing my face today. Y'all come on in and get this message. All right. Cool. All right. So okay. The Black Flame Revolution. All right. Uh, what do I mean when I talk about the Black Flame Revolution? So, okay, so from a historic and subcultural point of view, you have you have racist white people that believe in a white Satan, and then there's me. I believe that Satan is black, and also Lilith is black. However, um, they they embrace and love everyone, no matter what your beliefs are. Although most of the Tree of Death deities prefer people subscribe to the left hand path, that's that's usually not the case because of religious traditions, so on and so forth, right? And so um, that's why the the Tree of Death Collective, or the the Kalipov consciousness, would prefer that people be of the left hand path. Hey viewer, what's going on? I'm here. I'm just charging my phone right now. Um, so if you if you don't see my face, here's why. All right, all right. I'm charging up. I'm charging up the phone right now. Okay, so that's why you don't see my face. Okay. Um. Yeah. So you have a lot of people that demonize the left hand path. Well, this is where folks like uh, the Water Alchemists and my and myself, brother Devin, and I just want to I just want to hey, what's going on, viewer? I just want to put this out there for the record. Um, you know, everybody, of course, understands metaphysics, alchemy, and occult science differently. Um, Now, me personally, that's not that's not how. Now, me me personally, hold up. Let me get my words right. Me personally, uh, I li- I like the way that I was taught it via Bobby Hemmett and Brother Panic. Happy transcendence to him, and happy transcendence to the super subconscious awareness of Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett, the human, is still here, but Bobby Hemmett, the lecturer, he transitioned. Um, I want to say that was that was that was not 2008, but I want to say the subconscious part of Bobby transitioned 2016, and that was right after Bobby had that stroke. Uh, but the conscious side of thankfully the subconscious and the conscious side of Bobby is still here. It just doesn't have that um, desire to lecture anymore. And so, um, if y'all ever wondering why is Bobby still here in the physical, but we don't hear from him? Well, that's why. The reason why you don't hear from Bobby because Bobby Bobby had the stroke, and when you have a stroke, you can you can barely remember anything. You know, I mean, of course, it all depends on what type of stroke you have, right? And so, I remember when Panic said that. I remember Panic in one of his previous to last videos before he transitioned. He said that when when Bobby had the stroke, it was like Bobby Hemmett, the man, was still here. And let me hold my phone up for a quick minute. It it was like Bobby Hemmett, the man, was still here, but Bobby Hemmett, the super spiritual, conscious person that could, you know, get both downloads and uploads automatically for his lectures. That guy is gone. You know, that part of Bobby is not here. And then after that, Panic left, and now I'm finishing where Brother Panic left off. And so here now you have Brother Devin, and then um, and then bro, brother Reginald Emery. Please don't call him. Please don't call him by his first name. Okay. Uh, AKA the Water Alchemist on YouTube. When I emailed him, I didn't call him no I didn't call him no damn Reginald. I called him I, I called him Brother Water Alchemist because on his YouTube channel that's what he's known as, the Water Alchemist. Okay, he deals with the the part of water that's very calm, cool, collected, and balanced, and then he deals with the the high tides and and tsunamis. I I should know because I'm a I'm a half water being myself, nigga. Nigga, you fuck with us, you know. Your your ass will experience a a typhoon of tsunamis. You know what I mean? So that's it on that. But y'all go support my brother. Yeah, y'all go support my brother. The Water Alchemist. he just did a short, and this is live, so he he may or may not see this after I'm done going live. Okay. Um, and I want to say this too. Um, as as both teachers of the occult, and I want to also put this out there. I'm not an agent. I'm I'm also I'm also a human being, just like Brother Water Alchemist is. Um, and I feel that we as um, human beings having a celestial and spiritual experience on the earth, we have just as much as we have a right, just just as much as we have a right to agree on certain subjects and topics, we also have the right to disagree. I seen I seen one of his shorts. I'm gonna put the phone down, okay? So as long I'm gonna put the phone down, so as long as y'all can hear me, that's all that should matters, okay? Okay, and I'll see y'all comments and everything afterwards, okay? All right. So so the point that I wanted to make was that um you know um when you when you learn from Brother Water Alchemist, oh yeah, you definitely getting occult knowledge. All right. Oh yeah, and let me put this out there too, because I don't want anybody to think, oh, Brother Water Alchemist is a better occult science teacher and occult scholar than Brother Devin is. Brother Devin only knows the surface aspect of it. Hey! Look, I came into this left hand path knowing that if I'm going to be not just a magician of the occult, but if I'm going to be a teacher as well as a student of it, because I'm both, just like Brother Warner Alchemist is, um, I have to learn that, you know, this path is not about competition. You know what I'm saying? Do I call myself the Hogwarts hoodlum, the paranormal thug? Yes I do, and I have reasons for why. I have reasons as to why I do what the fuck I do. It's because I'm also a musician as well as an occult magician. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I want to say that if you want to learn from Brother Water Alchemist, you can. If you want to learn from if you want to learn from me, Brother Devin, you can. You know, we we might be on the exact same path, but the way we teach things as far as uh, occult science, alchemy, and metaphysics and magic, is is different, and then sometimes, and then sometimes it might be the same. You know what I'm saying? Um, Yeah. Sometimes it might be the same because um, you know, I like some of the things that um I like some of the things that the Water Alchemist teaches. Um, and just like I give book recommendations or movie recommendations, so does he. You know what I mean? There's I honestly don't think, nor do I believe that there is a right and wrong way to learn occult science or metaphysics and alchemy. You know what I mean? I don't really think there's really a right and wrong to that. You know, because everybody understands it differently. Some may subscribe to it from a um, religious point of view, and others may subscribe to metaphysics, alchemy, occult knowledge, and occult science from a non-religious point of view. Um, I do it the way Bobby and Brother Panic taught it, which which was um, I want to say it was more it was more so about fundamentalism. Yeah. If you a black person that like subscribes to the ancient Kemetic or ancient Egyptian pantheon or the your the or the Yoruba pantheon, you know what I mean, and you see yourself as, you know, these deities and these archetypes. Okay, you. Oh, okay, good. But what you gotta understand and realize is that, you know, there are no beings outside of you, and um, you gotta understand that the personality of Oshun, the the personality of Ogun, the personality of Obatala, the personality of of Yemoya, the personality of Papa Legba, uh, Papa Gede, Brave Gede. You know, these are all personifications of the 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 human emotional intelligence and uh the the spiritual self awareness. You feel what I'm saying? So really, I just want to put it out there. There 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 is no right or wrong way to learn and interpret metaphysics and occult science. I, I wanna put that out there. You know what I mean? Everybody understands metaphysics, alchemy, occult knowledge, and occult science differently. You know, Panic will even tell you himself. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I learned from Bobby and some of the methodologies that brother Bobby Hemmett gave me. They they helped me, but I was able to take his shit and advance it. And he said ultimately that's what you're supposed to do. I would say the same thing for the brother Ashe in Shatane. Uh, I would say the same thing for the brother the water alchemist. You supposed to you supposed to take whatever he teaches you and 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 advance that shit because because if you're trying to be an occult science teacher or or a occult alchemical and occult scientist and occult scholar, you you want to be at least 30 steps ahead of where your teachers are. That way that way you sit beside us, you know, as the as as one of the new gods. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, there's really no right or wrong way to learn metaphysics, alchemy, and occult science. And the reason why I wanted to stress that before I begin the lecture is because I got motherfuckers in my face talking about some um um Devin doesn't know met metaphysics. No, 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 silly dickhead. Is it that I don't know metaphysics, or is it that I understand uh metaphysics, alchemy, occult science, and magic from a uh from re, re, from a mythological fundamental point of view, because just like ju- just like Panic learned it from Bobby, I learned it from Bobby too, and then I advanced it from going to Bobby and then Panic, and then after Panic it was just me, and I learned to work with these different forms of intuitive self awareness, you know, to help better myself. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep going. And if I and if I have to watch Bobby Hemmett, if I have to watch Brother Panic, and or the even the Water Alchemist, shout out to him. I don't have no hate or beef with him. I'm subscribed to him. Y'all niggas go support that brother. He 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 knows his shit too, cause we on the same path. We just understand we just understand the Kalipov and the Septov differently. You know what I mean? And like and like what Bobby and Panic said, you supposed to take the lessons of your teaching. You're supposed to take the lessons of whoever your teachers are and highly highly advance that shit. Take t- take take whatever's old and put whatever is new on top of it. That's what that means. That's exactly what that means. Okay, so I'm not here to tell anybody. I'm not on here trying to tell anybody, oh, this spiritual teacher is right, and this spiritual teacher is wrong. I'm not here for that. If you if you if you agree with me, okay, okay, cool. If you and if you disagree with me, I'm cool with that too. I don't I don't I don't live within the confines of my own mundane brain. It's like it's like I I give a fuck about my temple, but then again, I don't give a fuck about my temple because this body of mine is a it's a video game to me. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? You can go play the video game called Mother or Earthbound as it was uh, called later on. So it's like, you know, whoever school of thought you go to, everybody understands metaphysics, occult knowledge, esoteric knowledge, and occult science differently. Everybody learns theosophy differently. Uh, Brother Bobby Hemmett was teaching theosophy. Dr. Phil Valentine, shout out to him. Love you, brother. Um, Dr. Phil Valentine, he understands um, metaphysics, occult science, and theosophy differently. You know what I'm saying? So 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 really, there's no right or wrong. If you if you want to see people, if you want to see people compete and debate and all that other bullshit, go to Sinetta and the House of Consciousness and um the the uh the 363 Empire with Brother Rich and all them, because I'm not. Brother Devin ain't here for that. I just tell you, look, I have some information. This is what I want to share with you, and whether you agree or disagree with that information is totally up to you. I'm not here to convince you of shit. However, what I will tell you is how I perceive how I learn and perceive mythology. It may be understood uh, one way than from the way another person teaches it. Okay. Um, now I want to share what I want to share what I disagree with the brother Water Alchemist on. Okay, I didn't say he was wrong. I said I disagree, and just like he has the right to disagree, so do I. You know, we're not just teachers. We are brothers in the occult. I can't really consider him my friend because I don't really know Brother Water Alchemist that well. I only know him from when I go to his live streams every once in a while, and I just recently emailed him on a couple of book recommendations, and I'm going and when I buy those books and I get them in the mail, because I'm in the process of um, moving to another apartment in about, I want to say, about a week and a half, a week and a half or so. But you can't stay in the same place forever, and then on top of it, I live with my parents, so you know how that is. But yeah, when I get those books that the Water Alchemist share with me, I'm gonna share them with I'm gonna share them with y'all, because any book I buy, I'm not just gonna read them. I'm going to recommend those books, because why? They help me internally. They help me spiritually. You see what I'm saying? And I'm also going to tell you, and be modest and humble enough to tell you who I got the books from. See? It don't hurt. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt to tell people, I got this book from uh the brother Water Alchemist, or the Water Alchemist might come across my videos, and he might, um I might have a book. Yeah, I might have a book that he don't have, and he'd be like, I was watching one of Brother Devin's videos, and he had a book that I never even read before, or heard of, and I might share that with my subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanna put that out there. I do not have no problem with Brother Water Alchemist. I love that he's an occult science teacher, and I can appreciate that he's teaching, cause he even said it on his channel. Um, he said that he learned from, what's the name? He learned from Bobby Hemmett, and brother, what's his name? The astrologer, Santos Benaki. Yeah, I learned from him too. We all did. We all did shit. Okay, so I just want to put it out there. I have I I love what Water Alchemist teaches. I know he does similar work that I do, just differently. He learned from Bobby. I learned from Bobby, but I also learned from Bobby, and I learned from one of Bobby's students, which is Brother Panic. And Brother Panic is, he's no longer on the Earth realm. Okay, he he's he's no longer here. So if anybody tries to disprove Brother Panic, it would kind of suck for the person trying to discredit Brother Panic, knowing that he's no longer on planet Earth. You know, you know what I mean? That's like that that's like trying to that's like trying to debate with a ghost that can't hear you on the subject and topic of necromancy. How can you debate a ghostly figure that can't hear you, dumbass? You know what I mean? but yeah, man. Y'all go support the y'all please go support the Brother Water Alchemist. Okay, because I watch him. I watch him too. He be dropping information that just make a young black handicapped brother go, damn, I didn't even know that. I might use that. You know, and then and and then sometimes shit, the same thing might happen with me. Brother Water Alchemist might see one of my videos and go, interesting, or you know, I disagree, but I can respect it because that's the information that you come across. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's all love, but yeah, it's all love. I don't have any issues with brother Water Alchemist, but but the but the one and only thing that I disagree with the brother Water Alchemist on is that he says that he says that Satan and Lucifer are not one and the same. Now, I disagree with that. Why? And this is where my lecture is going to come in at. I disagree with that. Why? Because Satan Satan can he he can only be powerful if he's just who he is, meaning he can he can only be powerful as he knows himself to be, and that's Satan, right? Now, now you have people out there like myself who are Satanists slash left hand path omnists that understand that in 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 some of these doctrines, books, and teachings, um, authors and scholars some authors and scholars that subscribe to Satanism teach that they teach that Satan is one and the same, meaning that he's both Satan and Lucifer all at the same time. Why? Because not only are they archetypes, but they're also energies. Brother Water Alchemist, um, once again, shout out to him. Brother Water Alchemist shared today that Satan represents the part of you that's super hot, the part of you that is enraged, the part of you that wants to rebel against something. Satan is also that aspect of you that wants to whoop a nigga or a bitch's ass. Okay, to whereas Lucifer, on the other hand, he's more reserved. He's more calm, cool, collected, full of enlightenment, self empowerment, and his objective is to help you transform through that. You know what I mean? So now I do agree with Brother Water Alchemist on that. I just disagree on the fact that Satan and Lucifer are two different beings. You know what I mean? Because let let's let let's look at let's look at the definitions of these titles. Okay, Satan, Satan. What what does the name Satan mean? It means adversary and or accuser. To 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 be an adversary is to be a total opposite of something or someone. Okay, and and when you accuse someone of something, you can be making accusations that could either be you could be making accusations of something that could either be true or false. Okay, now 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 the reason why I think that Satan is both uh, Satan and Lucifer are both one and the same is because I feel like Satan, if like this what you got to think about. Just, just like just like there's different denominations of um, Christianity, so are there many different denominations of Satanism. Okay, and the left hand path. Um, I for one subscribe to satanic theism. The only difference for me with that the only difference for me with that is I believe Satan exists. I just don't worship it because if I'm if I'm trying to be a god just like him, I'm gonna do everything in my power to do what I need to do to become that god, and and a, a, expand my cosmological or universal awareness even more from that aspect. You feel what I'm saying? And so, um, yes, I am a black satanic theist. Yes, I subscribe to black satanic theology. The, the only difference with that is I don't I don't wor- I don't worship Satan. I choose not to. Not only do I not worship Satan, I choose not to because I'm also self aware that I'm on a metaphysical, alchemical, and occult journey. I was born metaphysical. I was born to understand and learn the the four different aspects of alchemy so that I can teach others. And I was born to teach occult science and occult magic, so people will understand the lower and higher um, hidden intellectual parts of themselves. You know what I mean? I have a practical and very fundamental mindset and intellect. So if you're looking for me to be like super scientific with it, I I I can't because I don't know how to do that. I understand spiritual science from a practical and fundamental point of view because because that's how Bobby Hemmett taught me. You know what I'm saying? So uh, yeah, that's how Bobby Hemmett taught me, and that's how Panic taught me. Because Bobby, I heard Bobby say this first. Bobby said, "Man, he said, man, who gives a fuck about learning about tectonic plates and the Earth's core when one day you're gonna die out this motherfucker." So so if you wanna learn the basic fundamentals Earth and how planet Earth was formed, he said go to them motherfuckers. He's like I don't teach that. I teach spiritual science. And 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 and, and spiritual science is the it is the spiritual science is the uh fundamental idea and aspect of an an individual learning one's own soul, spirit, body, as well as the uh, multiple layers of self awareness that one is knowingly or unknowingly aware of. It's like why why waste so much time on what is, linear and materialistic when you don't even know the when you have a whole when I won't even say you don't. I'll say you have a whole you have a whole you have a whole curriculum of what it means to be di- divine. Okay, cause shit cause shit when Bobby Hemmett taught it to me, shit it made sense to me. and that and that and that isn't to say that Bobby Hemmett and Panic were ignorant of it, because they weren't. They just felt that it wasn't important. And shit. When I really think about it, and me knowing that I want to take control of my own hereafter, my own afterlife, I don't got time to tell people the 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 science of plants and flowers, unless I'm trying to sell y'all some herbs and essential oils and some lotus marijuana. Okay. So shit, nigga. I don't got time to be um I don't got time to be I don't got time to be teaching physics. Yes, I have said in previous videos that you can't understand metaphysics without understanding physics first, because they do go hand in hand. They do go hand in hand, and yes, I will be teaching uh, physics on this channel, but I'll be teaching physics and metaphysics on this channel, so people are not confused. So I'm and my my curriculum is big, and it's extensive as fuck, and my soul will tell me when it's time to retire physically. And I know I'm gonna be I know I'm gonna be still memorizing shit, still fully alert when I turn 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years old. I'll be here till I will be, I will still be in this motherfucker till I'm 208 years old. You know what I mean? Like, I might not teach anymore when I retire from teaching on the internet. But I hope that when I'm motherfucking 60, 70, 80 years old, I hope that I'm still able to drop supernatural science on y'all. And by that time, I'm like, you know, basic spiritual science for for me, teaching y'all that's just reminder. But when I give y'all the the um the highly advanced shit, nigga, you gonna have to write that down. You gonna my bad. Hold up. Yeah, yeah. You gonna have to write yourself a whole goddamn book. You feel what I'm saying? And so 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 it's like, if you want me to, drop some science on you, nigga, you better record that shit, because by that time I probably have like three, four to, yeah, three, four to 500, 4 to 500 tapes. Uh, man, listen. And by the time I finish those 3, 4 to 500, spiritual tapes, man, nigga, my bitch, listen. You gonna have to share them. You gonna have to share them DVDs or MP3s or MP4s with your family members and friends. Okay. By the time I'm done teaching out this motherfucker, because you know what I mean. Because it like it's so much stuff that I haven't even internalized yet. I haven't even learned to conceive, perceive, and then process it so I can share it with y'all. That's why I constantly do the meditation that I do. And then again, there may come a time where nobody will have time to teach shit. You know, because by then everything will be done by action. It's like, teaching metaphysics, alchemy, advanced metaphysics, supreme alchemy, supreme occult science, and highly advanced supreme advanced magic. Like, by that time, the 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 the, the teaching it won't even matter no more. It'll be about, it, it'll be about doing the work. That's what it'll be about. It'll be about doing the work. Speaking of doing the work, whew, sorry about that, y'all. My left arm was hurting. I'm sorry. Y'all saw my face already. Just listen to the sound of my voice and watch this left hand of mine. Okay. um. Okay. So the coming of the Black Flame Revolution. What is the Black Flame Revolution? Now, before I get into that, let me explain what the Black Flame is. I Because I think that's key. That's that's the most key, that's the most important key thing in this lecture. Before I can explain the Black Flame Revolution, I need to explain what the Black Flame is. The Okay, the white flame is anybody. Okay, it, okay. The All right. Let me, let's explain the white flame first. The white flame is anybody that's into, you know uh, light center stuff. Angels, Metatron, Enochian magic. That would be a personification. That would be a personification, representation, and aspect of what white flame spiritual awareness is. Now black flame spiritual awareness is. Oh, hold up. Let me not forget. And also, when it comes to the when it comes to white flame awareness, white flame awareness. Um, well, what was I gonna say? Well, I I just had it. Then it walked away from me. Get your ass back here. I had to talk to my my own consciousness. Bring your ass back here. Okay. All right. Let me stop playing. But okay. Uh, basically, white flame consciousness is any anything of the the spiritual and paranormal cur- cur- curriculum that's of the the divine light learning. Okay, white flame consciousness is anything divine light learning and divine light education. Okay, um, and it um thank you, memory, and it also has to deal with the tree of life. But hold on, wait a minute. There's more. the the tree of life also has a a left hand side. Okay, so the right hand side of that light is you learning. How can I put it? It would be you learning occult magic from a Western point of view. Okay, and you, y'all not because I went through it too when I first got on this path. Oh 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 love and light, friends and family, love and light, beloved. Like, oh, okay, that's all fine and dandy. Kumbaya, be a light being of forgiveness. But once I started fucking with the tree of death, aka the Kalibov, I was like, man, fuck that shit, nigga. I was like, man, fuck that shit. Dark side, nigga, dark side, nigga, fuck these humans. And and so to oh shit, okay, my bad. I don't know why this phone keep doing that, but yeah, and so and so to an extent, um, excuse me, I was like that. I was like that for a while, and to some degree, I still am, but I'm very mature in my darkness now. I don't just run off at the mouth and fist because I want to, and I never have. I'm not that type of person. I'm I I'm what you would call a bully killer. You you bully somebody in front of me, I will whoop your motherfucking ass. That's real talk. And I don't gotta put my hands on you physically. I can fuck you up psychically. Okay, I forget the name of the author, but there's a book recommendation that I recommend y'all to read, and that's psychic self defense. Look up the book called Psychic Self Defense. I forget the name of the author. Um, okay, it just came to me. I'm hearing Dion Fortune. Thank you, consciousness. Thank you, cosmic awareness. Get get a book. Get a book by Dion Fortune called Psychic Self Defense. All right, it'll teach you. It'll teach you how to defend yourself. Not just not just in the astral plane and in the ethers and the cosmos, but it'll also teach you how to defend yourself, um, dealing with humans here on Earth, because there's three things that you're dealing with when you are a earthbound being, living in the physical world. And um, so there's three types of elements that you're dealing with. You're dealing with, humanity, energy, and then spirits. Okay. I don't have time to get into all that, but yeah. Uh, get get you a book called, Psychic Self Defense by Dion Fortune. Okay. Thank you, cosmic. Thank you, cosmic awareness, and cosmic family. Mythologically speaking, I think it might have been my demons giving me that information. Thank y'all. Love y'all. But yeah. Uh, uh, um. Yeah. Psychic Self Defense by Dion Fortune, and another book I want to recommend. Now I really forget the name of this next author. Get you a book called, I don't like I now I have the information. I just don't have I don't have time to, you know, find the name of the author. But just write the titles of these books down. Psychic Self Defense by Dion Fortune, and then another book is called, uh, Protection Magic. Get a book called Protection Magic. Like I said, I can't remember the name of that author. Um, but yeah, get you a book called Protection Magic. Okay, Psychic Self Defense by Dion Fortune, and another book called Protection Magic. And I'm I'm getting a a, a Kundalini feeling off of this. Something is telling me that I drop this lecture on y'all, something is telling me you're gonna need those two books: Psychic Self Defense, and also I I also recommend I also recommend a book on psychic offense too. Get you a book on psychic offense. All right, psychic self defense and psychic offense, and then the third book, get you a book on, protection magic. Okay, it's a book called Protection Magic. I don't have time to look up the author, because if I try to if I try to go look up the name of the author, It's gonna close out the live stream. I I don't have time to look up the author. So type in the name of the book called Protection Magic on Amazon, and you should find out the name of the author. Okay, okay. Make sure you write it down. Psychic self defense. Psychic um Psychic self defense by Dion Fortune. Um, any book on psychic offense, get that book, and get a book called Protection Magic. Okay, get that book Protection Magic. You're you're gonna need those three books. You're gonna need yo. I'm telling you, yo. You're you're gonna need those three books for what is about to come. Those who, you know what, I want to be I want to be both omniscient and omnipotent. So I'm gonna tap into that. Let me let me let me do a quick cosmic omniversal prayer to myself. Okay, Inashe and Shatane. All right. Okay. So, um, all right. So, I told you what the I told you what white flame consciousness is. You know, that's anything angelic, love and light, and and then the black flame consciousness is anything of the opposite. But 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 there is a but. One thing you gotta realize is shout out to hold up. Shout out to a caregiver of mine. She hooked me up with my own big jug of water. My own big water bottle jug of water. This I I still got my other two. My juice one is on the table. My other one is in the kitchen. But I got a new one. This is 64 ounce. I love this joint. And I got a well. I don't have a full bottle, but shit, I got enough, nigga. My tongue dry. Shit, I need brother. Definitely need some water. You feel me? but hold on. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, gotta be careful. This thing is big and heavy. Even more respect. Okay. Alright. Cool. You know what? One more ain't gonna hurt a brother. Hold on. Okay. That's better. Alright. Alright. Okay. Whew. I got a straw too. I got a straw that comes with that too. But Yeah. So back to what I was saying. Your your make sure there's no leakage. Okay, cool, perfect. Okay, so your 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 dark flame, your okay, so your dark flame, uh yeah, your black flame or your dark flame consciousness is anything that's dealing with the tree of death. What consists now I I I already gave a reflection of what the tree of life is. But what about the tree of death? Who lives? Who who lives on the tree of death, or who lives in there? You got beings like Satan, aka Lucifer, uh, uh, um, uh, uh, you got goddess you have goddess Lilith or Lilith Ka, if you want to work with the black and melanated personification of the goddess Lilith, and then you have the god Azazel. You have Abraxas. Um, I know there's more gods than the ones that I'm telling by memory, but I'm just going by what I'm familiar with. Um, Lucifer, Satan, Lilith Ka, Abraxas, Pazuzu, um, 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 King Pyman, um, Loki, uh, um, 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 Lord, Lord Jian Wu, King Jian Wu. He would be a deity for for the left hand path of the Chinese people. Okay. Um. I'm I'm trying to. I gotta. I gotta study more of my my demons. Okay. But ba Baal, Baal. Some pronounce his name Baal. I like to say it the way it's pronounced, and uh, according to my research, Baal or Baal is pronounced Baal. There's always an apostrophe, or it's also called a hyphen. There's also an apostrophe or a hyphen in the middle of that. So you got Azazel, King Pyman, Pazuzu, Lilith Ka, Loki, Lucifer, Satan, Abraxas, uh, Belial, yeah, Belial or Belial, Belial or Belial or Baal, um, 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 uh, as Asmodeus, Asmodeus and Asmodeus, because you would be dealing with the both the both the masculine and the feminine archetypes of uh, that male deity. Okay, and you also have say Satania, which is the feminine version, or the feminine personification of the god Satan, and the female version of Lucifer is Lucy, or in Latin and Spanish, she would be called Luciferia, and my soul just lit up on that. So I know some of the Kalibov deities. I don't know all of them. I just know from a I just know from an honest point of view that it's all one, and they've all been demonized, right? And we got a new god that you can also use. I will I will do a whole lecture on the the ritualistic properties of the god Goldbone. That's coming very soon. Okay, I just have to do my I just have to do more of my magic with him first, and then once I get a little bit more advanced, because his magic is what it is way too advanced for my mind to even try to compartmentalize and use. I know if I tried to do all of his magic spells here, nigga, I will, I will kill myself trying to do all his magic. Right, GB, right, guys, right, blood, on bone, blood. You feel me? Yeah, like man, please. Um, yeah. So I'll, 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 uh, I'll, I'll share some stuff on the 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 new gods of the left hand path of darkness, as well as the left hand path of light soon. Okay, and there's even African ones, but I don't have time to get into all that. Let's talk about the Black Flame Revolution. Okay, um, so um, what is the Black Flame Revolution? And I also have a channel message, which I got I actually put up three channel messages, but the fourth one is gonna be on this live stream. Okay, so if you want to watch the first three channel messages, that they're they are both on my Facebook, facebook.com/, Brother Devin, and they are on my YouTube channel. The I'm on my YouTube channel right now. What am I thinking and saying? Okay, duh, duh, Brother Devin, duh. Okay. The you can also check out those shorts on the occult world of Brother Devin, and please share them. Okay, just like I want y'all to share this live stream. All right. Okay. So the Black Flame Revolution is a it, it's a quadruple of things. It's an it's an initiation. It's an it's an initiation process, a enlightenment and self empowerment process that goes along with it, as well as a a transformative or a transformation and ascension process that goes along with that. The black now I was just giving a basic understanding of that. Let me go into the mundane and fundamental aspect of the Black Flame Revolution. The Black Flame Revolution is the Black Flame Revolution is anybody who is born of the left hand. It's okay. It's anybody that's born of the left hand path who who is revolting against the right hand left hand path demiurge, because the right side, yeah, that's what I should have said. It's anybody that's on the right hand side of the left hand path. And if you're on the right hand side of the left hand path, you are about red rum, because it's certain words I can't say on YouTube. You're about red rum. Um, you're about red rum, grape, and X trafficking. Okay, you're about red rum, grape, and X trafficking, and if you are doing magic on people, um, you are practicing a low vibrational form of alchemy, and you wouldn't be using it for the sake of good. You'll be using it for the sake of self and your own uh, desires. And Osmodeus and Osmodeus and as Asmodeus would be working through all three of your three basic lower chakras, which is the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. All right, correct? Okay. Now, now, as I said this before on on my AI. I said this before on my AI videos. Their their left hand their left hand path is not our left hand path, because their left hand path is about red rum, grape, egg trafficking, um, homo, homosexual rituals, humiliation rituals. Okay, that that is their left hand path, and that's on the right hand. That's on the right hand side of their left hand path. Our left hand path, it it is still dark, but there there is a positive side to that, and that positive side is about justice. Let me say that again. Part of the positive side of the Kalipov is about justice. Uh, um, it, justice, enlightenment. Yes. Let me say that again. The the positive side of the Kalipov is about justice, enlightenment, self empowerment, transformation, and ascension. Oh, and and number six. No, number six. I know y'all can't see my right thumb. Well, maybe you can a little bit. But number six would be number six would be um pop positive dark co- cosmic conscious expansion. It would be low frequency, high vibrational conscious expansion. Low low frequency, but yet high vibrational conscious expansion. That's number six. So it will our left hand path is enlightenment, self empowerment, tra- transformation, ascension, and cosmic conscious expansion. That that's what ours is about. And if you want to go deeper into the fundamental side of that, we too are about healing and the restoring of humanity and the land of um, human existence and humanity itself, as well as its animals. Okay, because even though I'm dark side, I'm an animal lover too, and I'm somewhat of a people lover and people person too. Okay, I'm still six and nine side. Okay, please believe that. If you if you ain't if you ain't figured out yet to to dry your drawers after you done after you done soak them in uh, uh, washing machine detergent. I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? So um, yeah, that that is our left hand path, and me personally, I would say, you know, it's better to be a part of our left hand path than it would be to uh, be a part of their left hand path, where they convince you um, where they convince you to think and believe that you can sell your soul, which you can't, because even my main man, the water alchemist, said no one can sell their soul, and I agree with him on that. I'm I think I think we both can agree on the fact that I think me and brother me and brother water alchemist, I think we can both agree on the fact that your 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 soul can never be sold. Your soul your soul can never be sold. How can you sell something that's how can you sell something that's uh, made up of sun solar energy? That's what our souls are made of. That's what our divine light, cosmologically speaking, that's what our solar that's what our celestial bodies is made of. It's made up of pure sunlight energy, and without it we all die. Okay, that's a fact. That's that's a that's a fact. Me and brother water alchemist can I know me and him, we can agree on that 100%. But no, no, you absolutely cannot sell your soul. Okay, I know in excuse me, I say, I know in previous lectures, I I said that the soul is connected to the brain. So if you want to look at that as selling your soul, you can, but but my since then, and I want to tell you, you cannot sell your soul. I'm say it again. You cannot sell your soul. Can your soul be reprogrammed and manipulated? Yes, yes, that is very true. But you can't you can't sell something that's also you. That's impossible. That's impossible. Can your can your can your soul be manipulated and tricked into doing negative things that you know you wouldn't do as a soul having a human experience? Hell yes. But but you know, to say that you sold your soul, no, you can't do that. Your soul can be manipulated. You can you can you can enslave your own body and mind to allow your 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 soul to be tampered with. I believe that I definitely believe that's possible, but but um but as far as trying to buy your soul, absolutely not. You cannot. A, a, a human can't buy another human soul. That's just impossible. That is impossible, bro. Like, no, you cannot buy a human soul. If that if if that's the case, you might as well be you might as well be a super supreme what's her name, it, if you because if you could conjure up if you could literally conjure up souls and sell them, you should be a high high tech, highly advanced necromancer. You know what I mean? I I I would be scared of you then. Shit. Us humans will be running. Us humans will be running like we just saw Jason Voorhees out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, run! He's got a machete. Ah! But but no. On a serious tip, oh shit. On a serious tip, nah, you come on, man. You can't sell something that you were you can't sell something that you were made up of. And that's it. That's infinite and everlasting solar energy and sunlight. Because I just explained to you that sunlight is what you were made of. And another thing, you can't go to hell. I'm gonna say that again too. Whoo wait, you cannot go to hell. Why? Because if your soul is made of fire, because that's what that's what condensed sunlight is. It's actually uh, fire that's actually concentrated. Okay, it if your soul is made up of the sun, you nigga you fire. It don't matter what whether if you black, white, red, brown, yellow, even even blue and green. God damn it, extraterrestrial style. If you have a soul, you you can't burn. Your your soul is infinite, and it carries infinite it carries infinite and expansive amounts of knowledge that most humans on this planet aren't even aware of. Yet alone they don't even know how to unlock. Because what Western society teaches you that anything of Eastern philosophy and theosophy is a threat to their lower their their right hand path, or I should say their left hand their 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 right hand left hand path of occult science and magic. I know I kind of I know I kind of jacked up that terminology there, but you should be able to understand what I'm saying. But yeah, no, brother, um, um, brother Panic has told you. I just told you, and I've told you before in previous videos, and then again, brother Water Alchemist is telling you. And I've only known the guy for what now? Um, I've only known brother Water Alchemist for about I've known him for about a year, a, yeah, almost a year now on YouTube, and he be talking with confidence. He let you know you can't sell your soul. You're eternal. You 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 are just as eternal as these so-called secret society Illuminati puppets are. And and the and the and the same goes for these, you know, sell out ass celebrities out here. You know what I mean? For for those that still have a conscience. You know what I mean? Because not everybody do it. Half of the celebrity world, man, half of the celebrity world is so is so copied you can't even tell who's real anymore. And I'm not saying it's true, but I recently I recently saw something where they said uh, Jim Jim Carrey got killed off and cloned 2 weeks ago. And if you look at if you look at the man's face, his facial structures are not the same as they was before they killed him off 2 weeks ago. That that's not the same. That's not the same Jim Carrey. That is not the same James Carrey. You know what I'm saying? Unless he unless he has on one of those those duplicate masses that they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, But yeah, it's impossible. You cannot sell your soul. And if any for those of you that are in the celebrity world, or to the masses that are being aware of Hollywood and their shenanigans, okay. If anybody tells you that you can join Illuminati but you can't get out, yeah, yes you can. Don't 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 let them motherfuckers lie to you like that, because if they could buy you in to that secret society, you can buy there's people out here that can get you out. And I'm not saying, I'm the richest spiritualist in the world, but I know a way that I know a couple of ways that I can definitely keep you away from the Illuminati. I know, for those who subscribe to the concept and idea of selling your soul. I know how to I know how you can get your celestial consciousness back, because when people say when people say they've sold their soul. No, you didn't sell your soul. What you did do was sell your brain, and then from an alchemy and energetic point of view, um, what you did was allow very, very negative, low vibrational occult magicians to drain you of your own life force energy. You know what I mean? And you don't you sex. Let me say this too. Sex is not the only way that you can drain somebody. Okay, there's other devices, where you could be drained of something. Somebody really negative can put their hand over your shoulder, and then 5 to 10 minutes later, you feel sleepy, and and um and can't figure out why. Or somebody with a real aggressive and angry ass attitude. They could they could they could they they could they they could probably slap you on the shoulder, or hit you upside the head. 5 10 minutes later, you you snap you snapping on one of your homies and family members for no reason. You know what I mean? So it's it's quite a few ways you can be drained of your energy. And if I were y'all, because we are live right now, if I were y'all, I would definitely protect yourself out here if you're going out. Okay. And protect yourself in your home too. Not just when you go out, but your a heart is a house for love. So you know what I mean. So you know, uh, uh, um, I would shoot. I would say use some what's that water called? Uh, uh, Florida water, because there there's different types. My mom knows that stuff. But yeah, Florida water. Um, um, what what's the stuff that Bobby Hemmett recommended people? because I'm about to buy me some of that too. That joint is fire. When I found out the spiritual properties of what I'm about to tell y'all, I was like, wow, that's amazing. It's called Creolin. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, memory. It's called Creolin. It comes in a 32-ounce bottle. It looks like a bottle of soda, but it's not. It's a cleaning product. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, mom. Creolina. Yeah, Bobby Hemmett recommended that for your households. So if you can, get you some of that. Oh, you do? I know that. That's what's up. See, y'all just heard that. Y'all just heard that, brother Devin live stream. See. I ain't even know my mom's had it. See, but yeah. When I get my own spot, I'm gonna definitely get some too because it's some it's some very parasitic humans out here. Not many people have souls, but very few are human. and it and if they're ET, let them be positive ETs, please. Uh oh. Okay. All right. Uh, wow. Okay. Okay. This thing is moving according to signal. I can't even put it down. All right. Okay. So going back to the lecture on the coming of the Black Flame Revolution. So the the Black Flame Revolution is anybody that's a part of the the left hand path who who would be willing to go against the right hand side of the left hand path because giving you a quick rundown on the right hand side of the left hand path. That's anybody that's serving lower level deities and archons such as Yahweh, basically any 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 deity that's about war, red rum, and Beano side. I see. I can't. YouTube won't even allow me to say the the uh, the G word, but you all should get what I mean. And so I want to tell you that your your intelligence agency, your intelligence agency is lying to you, and they don't, and not only do they control the educational information we get, they also control both the religious and the spiritual information we get. So it's up to us, the uploaders, the downloaders, and the encoders and decoders to tap into meditation, and ask our spirit guides, and whoever deities that we work with on the left hand path. Those of the deities that are on the side of uh, positivity and uh, high vibration. And I'm not just talking about the Loas. I'm talking about the Orishas too, because the Orishas can be used for positivity. I should know because I got Obatala right here. Yeah, I got Obatala right here sitting on my television entertainment center, and he's the Yoruba god of purity and of the heavens, according to Nigerian pantheon. And 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 my Obatala spiritual awareness is tired of these Illuminati motherfuckers. The Loas are tired of them. Let me tell you something about both. No, thank you, consciousness. Let me tell you something about the Orishas that I know about. I've known this for a while, but this is new to anybody new that's subscribing. Um, the Orishas, when okay, let me put it like this: when you're dealing in that world of Hollywood, they 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 can be the Orishas can be manipulated to do negative things, but that's only if you're on, like I said, the right hand side of the left hand path. That's only if you're on the Hollywood side. You 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 as my ancestors would say, and even family members, they say you make your bed, you lay in it. But if you're really smart, if you're smart from the point of view of having real wisdom, be like, I like the Orishas and I like the Loas, but I'm not gonna use them for negativity and unrighteous destruction. I want to use them for positivity. You know what I mean? That because from an occult scientist point of view, all these Orishas, like Obatala, Ogun, Oshun, um 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 Olo Olo Dumare, Olo Sumare, which is the feminine aspect of the Heavenly Father, according to the Yoruba Nigerian pantheon. You know, that would be the Heavenly Father aspect, and Olo Sumare would be the divine feminine, the the divine motherly uh, archetype. And so yeah, when you're on the Hollywood aspect, yeah, they can they can be persuaded and manipulated to make negative things happen to you, but that's only because of the humans that you surrounded that you surround yourself with. That's why when you come across someone like me, or brother water alchemist, you know what I mean, or anybody else that's teaching the left hand, that's teaching both the Kalyptov and the Septov, which is the tree of death and the tree of life, but from a positive angle. They'll tell you, you know they'll tell you, the Orishas are not really about evil. That, that's that Catholic, Christian, and satanic Jew stuff. They don't. The Orishas don't do that. And let me say this too. The Orisha's spiritual energy, it can be manipulated, and I could get into all that, but that would be too long of a of a lecture. So I'll save that for either another video or another live stream. But yeah, there are there are some wicked ass people in the music and entertainment industry, and yes, they know how to come in contact with our ancestors, and use our ancestors to make 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 those of us who want to be musicians do evil things. You know what I mean? If 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 you study the occult for positive reasons and positive purposes, you won't you won't have to worry about that, because you're on the side of divine rightfulness and divine righteousness. Okay, and the ancestors will tell you, the Orishas, the Loas, even those of the Mesopotamian path, they'll tell you, they'll let you know, they'll let you know whether you're doing a good job, or you're you're fucking up. You need to change that. Okay, that you can't have positivity without chastisement. Okay, and and discipline, because these energies and forces we work with, they'll let you know. You need to you need to get your behavior together. All right, get your shit together, son. Get your shit together. Get your shit together, sis. Okay, and yes, they do cuss. They will cuss your ass out, whether jokingly or seriously. Yes, deities or entities have their own personalities. I I know this from experience. Real rap. As real rap. But anyway, the Black Flame Revolution, it's a it's a positive revolution, and is basically left hand path deity saying, we are tired of. Okay, I'm sorry. It's basically left hand path deities. I'm not gonna mention all the deities' names again. I already did that, but is basically anybody of both the tree of death and the tree of life, saying, we're we're tired of being used by Hollywood to harm humanity, and we are tired of seeing humanity being falsely indoctrinated. They are tired of it. The Mesopotamian deities, the the Nigerian deities via Yoruba. I just got finished talking about them. The Loas and the Orishas. I got that message early this morning. They are tired of these satanic Illuminati, satanic Freemason. Cause trust me, they out there. They out there. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you that that they serve Yahweh, the evil deity. I should know because my mother and I, we're ex Christians. You know what I'm saying? I know what that's like to want to reach a certain level in my spiritual path, but can't because I'm I'm serving a deity that if I were to go meet this deity, this deity might hurt me in my afterlife. Yahweh is a God of war, and it doesn't care about humanity. Now, from a metaphysical tree left hand path tree of life point of view, can it be positive? Sure. If you learn the symbolic and metaphysical interpretation of Yahweh, of course you can. But from the religious aspect, that's a hell no. He's dangerous. Okay, he Yahweh, uh, Yahweh only cares about humans that wish to serve Him and worship Him. Look up the name Yahweh and what He represents. Yahweh is the Hebrew God of war and genocide. He he kills humans, and it like it's scriptures all throughout the Christian and he Hebrew Bible, showing that Yahweh is an evil entity, and is I don't want to just blame all the negative stuff on Yahweh. There's other deities out there that are a part of this Illuminati, um, Rothschild, Bilderberg, Zionist Jew, human X trafficking and raping agenda. I don't support that. I don't condone that. Yeah. I practice black magic for sure, but I use it for I use it for positivity and positive maturity. Even if I have to de- defend myself, nigga, all of it's positive. You know what I'm saying? But like to just do something out of immaturity, irrational irrationality, and just what's the other word I'm looking for? Um, Violence. Yeah, that's not brother Devin, and unless they clone my handicapped black ass to make me do some evil shit, I brother Devin ain't with it, and you heard me before they killed me off. Okay, I just want to put that out there. but yeah, man. I'm joining the Black Flame Revolution. I mean, anybody that's on the positive side of both the Septov and the Kalipov, anybody can join it as long as you're on the side of good, and you have a desire to expose your government. We're not here to hurt anyone, but but it but if you must but if you must defend your humanity, then by all means do so. But and joining the Black Flame Revolution, we are not about violence. We are about physical and metaphysical self defense. I'm gonna say that one more time. We are about physical and metaphysical self defense, as well as offense. If any psychic attacks come our way, and we're about exposing false information, because they're spreading that a lot through social media, and it's got to stop. It's got to stop. I blame the I'm gonna use a different word for this one. I blame the corporate intelligence agency, even though that's not the exact word. You could look up what CIA means, because they control what goes on social. They control what goes on television and social media. They do. Trust me. Look it up. Yeah, they even control your religious information, as well as your spiritual information. That's why Brother Panic said before he passed away, he said reincarnation is reincarceration. I don't want to come back here when I'm gone. When I'm gone, I'm going somewhere else. You feel me? I don't want to be human anymore when I go. Fuck that. I don't I don't I don't. Well, I'm not ready to go yet, but you know I'm having fun with the time that I do have on this earth, being a human. You know, I'm working on becoming a superhuman, and then in my afterlife, I could be extraterrestrial, and a supernova. You know what I'm saying? Supernovas are the best. Me- meta, Metanovas and supernovas are the best, in my opinion. But yeah, man. So the 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 I oh wait, hold up. Okay, so excuse me, excuse me. So the the Black Flame Revolution. Hold on, y'all. One moment. One moment. Okay. All right. So once again, the Black Flame Revolution is we're 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 basically uh, taking one um t- okay, I'll say we're taking one form of information, and and changing it into another, because when it comes down to these mythological beings, for for years, our government and these religious churches, because they in on it too, because their job is to perpetuate and propagate false spiritual information, right? So it's our job to basically change that, because for years people have said that um, Satan was evil, and he wasn't. He was just tired of his brother Yahweh, because uh, Yahweh refused the divine light of his mother Sophia. The name Sophia means wisdom, and Yahweh, or Yaldabaoth, as it's written in the Gnostic text, he was refusing his mother's light. He was refusing his mother's light, and so because of this, you have humans on the planet right now who have made religions such as uh, patriarchal external Christianity, which is really the um, the false Christianity in my book. And as a matter of fact, the Gnostics were never Christians. They were just the the Gnostics were just people that knew very highly advanced magic, and they knew how to operate through that. Okay, to whereas when it came down to both exoteric and esoteric Christianity, I'm sorry to say this, but when it came down to both external and internal Christianity, um, not uh, because what I had learned 4 years ago is that Gnostic Christianity is it's nothing more than metaphysical and esoteric spirituality conquered and divided, because what Emperor Constantine and Alexander the Greek, because there was nothing great about Alexander, what Emperor Constantine and Alexander the Greek, um, what they perpetuated and propagated to the to the surviving Gnostics was that they said okay, we'll 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 give you your Gnosticism, as long as you put our Jesus and what's the other deity's name that they developed and made up. What was that other one? Uh, uh, um, thank you, memory. Serapis. Yeah, Serapis, because Serapis is nothing but Apis the bull, and Osiris, all in one. That's that's their Jesus. You could look that picture up. It's a Greek, it's a Greek deity. Look him up. Sir Apis, or Serapis, as some of us uh, like to intellectually um, pass word salad around. You know what I mean? But yeah. Look him up, Serapis, because like I just said, Emperor Constantine and Alexander the Greek, they said, okay, you can keep Gnosticism, as long as you put Jesus and his disciples on the forefront of that. and and this is where the 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 This is where the children and the adults of the Kalipov come in at. And if we want to be if we want to be occult minded about it, if we want to be occult minded about it, the 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 no, I'm sorry. If we want to be occult minded and metaphysical centered about it, the 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 Kalipov in reverse is nothing but the the um the the lower branch of the the tree of life in reverse. Uh-oh. You okay, Mom? Okay. Oh. But yeah, the Kalipov is nothing but it's nothing but the lower half of the the tree of life in reverse. Because even your so-called demons, devils, jinns, and archons, even they have uh, positive aspects or um, positive personifications, versions, and archetypes to themselves. So once again, yes, the Black Flame Revolution is coming, and as a matter of fact, shoot, it already been started. It already been started, but it's gonna become more expansive, and my my uh my my Luciferian conscience is saying, brother Devin, you've already uh, covered the basis of everything that I was gonna talk about through channel. I'm bad, pops. but uh, but yeah, um, yeah, man, the the Black Flame Revolution is it's at its peak. I'm not gonna say it has started because you'll know when it starts. Um, uh, uh, um, I'm hearing from from the year I wanna okay, I'm seeing this correctly. I'm I'm both hearing and feeling vibrationally, and then um, the left hand path collective and my left finger, ju- it just twitched. So I'm getting a I'm I'm receiving a download. Okay, it it's telling me look for the end of 2027 towards the beginning of 2028, and then um, it said it's going to be like a like you know how in chemistry they say that there's there's um there's there's good bacteria just as much as there's bad. They say, well look at it like uh, um, um, uh, a very a very positive virus. They're laughing. And like look at it as a very positive virus because um, a lo- the thing is that let me keep my finger up, cause my pointer finger is real fuzzy. That's how I know the spirit world is really um, tapping through me right now. They're saying when it comes down to the black when it comes down to the black flame, oh revolution and awakening and ascension, because there's going to be ascension happening, transformation happening, transcending. Like there's going to be a bunch of level ups, and yeah. So black black flame consciousness is gonna is that that frequency is gonna turn it turn itself on, um, cosmically, vibrationally, and energetically, whether you want it to or not. You know what I'm saying? Um, so oh my fault. I was supposed to keep my finger up. My fault. Um, so they're saying by the end of 2027. I'm sorry. The end of 2020, the end of 2026, the beginning of 2027, and 2028 and beyond. So the end of 2026, the beginning of 2027, 2028 and beyond, because the the last stage the the last stage of it is actually 2080. Well, no. The I'm sorry. Thank you, cosmic consciousness. The 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 second stage of it is 2080. Um, they're they're going by the number nine. I mean, they're they're saying that black flame ascension. It's a the my Kalipar family is saying that black flame ascension is ongoing, and that they really don't use timelines, but since we're human, and everybody likes to subscribe to that idea and thought form, they'll say, "Oh, okay, whatever. We'll use timelines." So so the Black Flame Revolution, which I just got finished uh, promoting on Sora, that'll start towards. Okay, we're still at the beginning of 2026, so 2026, 2027, 2028, and beyond. You know, that's where people will they'll they'll want to learn more. They'll they'll want to learn more about not just the tree of life, but also the tree of death. You can't have the tree of life without the tree of death. You're not gonna be able to understand the tree of life in its full capacity without understanding the family of the tree of death. Okay, you can't have the heavenly light without the lower celestial darkness. You just or lower celestial dark side, if you will. You can't have one without the other. Okay, and so let me get some more water. This water good, boy. Oh, and what word of advice to future lecturers? If you're if you're gonna do lectures for as long as I do them, because usually my lectures will be an hour, sometimes 2 hours, and occasionally 3 to 5 hours long. Occasionally, if you're gonna talk for as long as I can, um, get you a big thing of water. And if you're gonna try anything sweet related, I would not recommend lemon. I would not recommend lemon green. I would not recommend lemon tea. Your 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 tongue is gonna dehydrate fast. I really would prefer you drink green tea along with your regular water. All right, trust me. I tried lemon tea. I tried lemon tea. My tongue would get dehydrated fast. So get you get you some all natural water and some green tea. Okay. I, I, I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not sponsoring any commercials. Okay. Okay. This brand was brought to you by nothing. You know what I'm saying? um. Yeah. So. Yeah. Um. So. And I want to say this too. If you're okay, okay. I had to ask my soul team, was it okay, was it okay to share this, and they said yes, it's acceptable. Okay, so okay, I got y'all. I got y'all. Don't worry. I got y'all. Okay, so what they want me to tell y'all is that both angels, that both that both that both demons and angels do work together. Hold on, as well as um devils, jinns, and archons. Back 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 then, back then they used to back then they used to separate and segregate. Now they're like, no, fuck that. They're, now they're like, no, fuck that. We're gonna we're gonna help humanity. Be, because they're saying they're saying that Yahweh and all these other corrupt deities. Yeah, I'm hearing them heavily saying they are fucking up humanity right now, and there there's like if there's like if we don't if we don't do something now, it's gonna continue to get. Yup. I just felt that in my crown chakra, and at my heart space. They're like, if we don't do something right now, is gonna get worse for humanity. So so what I want to tell y'all is there is a, a there is a black flame revolt taking place. We're it's starting somewhat, not necessarily completely, but we are at the peak of it. We are at the peak of it. That's why Seth Onyx had me put out those AI videos for you guys to to let you know through AI that hey, our gods, goddesses, and ancestors, they are speaking to us through it. But the key with that is you have to be you have to be an occult scientist, and an occult scientist is a true human, the true adult. Everyone else outside of that is children, and they're acting childish. Okay, I don't got time to get into all that. I feel cosmic energy leaving me. That's why I'm starting to get tired as I'm talking. I'm I'm ready to eat too. So I'm gonna take a few more minutes to close this out, and then I'm gonna get ready to eat some steak and salad, among other things. but but yeah, we are at the beginning stages. We are at the beginning stages of the Black Flame Revolution, and you don't necessarily have to be of the dark side to join the Black Flame Revolution. The Because both the angels and demons are tired of they're tired of being used for foolish and I'm hearing them in my right ear. They're saying foolish and frivolous things. I gotta look up that word. I've heard that word before. I gotta look up the definition of that word, frivolous. They are tired of doing foolish and frivolous things. So if anybody wants to be a part of the Black Flame Revolution, or the Black Flame Revolt, they said be our guests. You know, they're saying they're saying, you ever heard the saying, "My house is your house, mi casa es su casa." They're 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 giving a celestial point of view on that. They're saying our our tree of life and tree of death is your tree of life and tree of death. So you want to be with us? Join us. But 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 just remember to do the work, and do the work wisely. Let me say that again. Remember to do the work. Remember to do the work, and do the work wisely. Okay? All right? Yeah. They 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 are tired of their energy being drained. They wanna be used by high vibrational humans. That's what beings like 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 Satan, aka Lucifer, Lilith, Ka, Buer, Abraxas, our cool they all want to be used by positive beings. Now they're saying we're not saying that we're no longer dark side. We're gonna always be chaos beings, a as you should as humans yourself. But they are tired. They're they're tired of being used for the wrong things. They are rebelling against that, just like we are rebelling against other humans right now. Because we see what they're trying to do to us. We see that they're that they're putting diseases into our foods. We see that they're putting diseases and cancers into our foods. You know what I mean? And you know tainting our water supply. You know what I mean? That's why I saw something yesterday about water restriction. Ain't that some bullshit? That's crazy, man. But yeah, man. And 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 Black Satan, aka Seth Onyx, wants me to tell y'all this. He said, man, nigga, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it in his exact words. Seth, Lord Seth Onyx is like, he's like, nigga, I've been walked away from my brother Yahweh. He says he knew he was trouble since the day he was born. Those were my words, but that was not my cosmic consciousness. That was Lord Seth Onyx, aka Melanin Satan, telling you that. He was like, I, wa- I was never about evil. I was always about good. But until my brother started trying to control me, manipulate me, and enslave me, he said I had to walk the fuck out of his kingdom because he was being a control freak. And he says his attitude and behavior is in your Christian Bible. Anything that you did that he didn't like, what would happen? He would have wrath. He would get angry. He would get mad. And he says occasionally he'll start crying. Black Satan is like, I I had to get away from that motherfucker. He was like, my own brother was becoming toxic, and shit. You have toxic family members in every family member, generally speaking. Yeah. So you know, w- we're not just dealing with uh deity conversation. Like we're actually dealing with cosmic warfare right now. That's a serious thing, and it's got to be put to a stop. Dead ass. I'm sorry about that. I keep putting my thumb on the. It's got to be put to a stop. So if you if you wanna if you wanna be a part of the Black Flame Revolution, come join me and collectively come join us. We'll we'll get you right. I, I'll set you straight. The the Kalibov, they not laughing at me. They laughing with me. They're like, yeah, we're laughing with them because they love that I'm doing such a good job with them. You know what I'm saying? Um, and for those that want to know, yes, I do get tested and challenged by them. Yo, the Kalibov family tree is no joke. The tree of death is no joke. This, this is serious work I'm doing here, but I'm on the positive side of it, not the sell off and short and the short stick of it. You know what I mean? Fuck that side. I I lo- I lo- I love light and I I love I love divine light and I love divine infernal light. Fire! Woo 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 woo! Shout out to the Ohio players, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't want to honor no God of War, uh, unless it's the God of War of my own motherfucking self. If my if my if my divine battling is not for the sake, benefit, and service of my family, friends, and others who are pure like me, I don't see no reason to go to war. And and the demons and angels are clapping for me because I said that because it's true. It's true. I don't want to battle and go to war for no reason. There, there's no. I mean, everything has to have meaning, it doesn't make sense if it don't. I mean, I'm not for that whole thing of common sense ain't so. I'm not for that whole thing of common sense ain't so common, but you know, I get why people would say that now. You know what I mean? Because people love to do stuff without thinking. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Look look out look out for shifts in consciousness. Um, continuing the year 2027. I'm sorry, continuing the year 2026. I'm trying to hurry up. Look for shifts in consciousness between this year 2026, 2027, 2028 until the end until the end of 2080. Yeah, yeah, 2080 is when the black flame revolution ends, because by then everybody will be fully accepting of the true left hand path by then. Okay. All right. This your man, brother Devin. Um, and not one time that I lectured did I ask anybody to hit up my cash app. Yes, please hit up my cash app at $ I am Devin H. That's $ I am Devin H. If you have any questions, comments, new lecture ideas, or you want consultations, you can email me at Brother Devin Occult Lectures at gmail.com. That's BROTHADEVONOCCULTLECTURES at gmail.com. All right. And again, hit up that Cash App, man. And don't worry, I'm still doing readings. from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. From 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. That's Sunday through Monday and Friday, and Saturdays I'm closed. All right, and with that being said, this is your man, Brother Devin. I'm out this motherfucker, and remember, always be magical. I'm a motherfucking go bone thug. Ooh. Peace. Hotep, niggas. Bye.